Hello, everyone. Namaste and welcome. In today's flow, we're going to be finding a sense of grounding and security in our being. Coming back down, rooting into the earth, rooting into ourselves, and finding a sense of peace and safety within. So, if you're ready for that, let's get on our mats. And without further ado, let's get into it. Starting in a seated position of your choice today. Just coming into the moment and coming into our breath. Is finding that connection. The connection to your breath and the connection to your mat and to the earth. We're always connected. No matter what, we're always supported by Mother Gaia at all times. Just feeling the floor beneath your sit bones, feeling the weight of your body, and feeling that support. We're going to take one big breath here, just to center ourselves, just to align ourselves all the way in. And let it all go. Just coming into this space, wherever you are. Letting the day go. Whatever happened before this practice, whatever's going to happen after, just letting that go. Coming in to this sacred moment. So coming back to the breath. Big inhale, arms up to the sky, reaching up high. Actively reach. Try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, let's twist. Look over our right shoulder, right hand goes behind us. Nice, easy twist from the ribs. Just breathe. Inhale, arms up to the sky, actively reach. Twist, look over your left shoulder, left hand goes behind us. Nice and easy, just warming up the body, warming up the spine, and warming up the mind here. Inhale, let's come up, actively reach. Exhale, right palm meets the mat. Let's reach with our left hand here for a side body stretch, keeping that left arm active. Just breathing. Inhale, let's come up, actively reach. Exhale, left palm meets the mat this time, reaching with our right hand. Right arm stays active. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, let's go post the arms, bend the elbows, and just finding gentle rotation. Left to right here, nice and easy, don't want to force anything. Bringing a little bit of that Kundalini energy into our bodies, invigorating ourselves. Go as fast or as slow as you like here. Remember, take it easy. We're just warming up. This is good to do, just to find a little bit of energy. If you don't feel like doing a whole hour-long yoga practice, just get the spine moving. Get the body moving, The key to life is to stay active. You don't want any stagnant energy. Keep it flowing. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, coming forward on our mat. Let's plant the palms, uncross the ankles, working our way into tabletop position here, finding our foundation. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. And then once you're settled in, inhale, shine the chest, chin up. We come into a cow. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest here. We're really getting into it. Opening up the back, opening up the body. Inhale forward. Exhale, rounding the back. Inhale forward and exhale back. Do a few of these in your own time, at your own pace. Still just warming up here. And again, coming back to that connection, coming back to your foundation here. Feeling the mat with your palms, feeling the earth. Maybe you're outside. Ideally, you do this outside. You feel the energy of the earth. But either way, wherever you are, we're always connected. So let's work our way back in the tabletop. Take an inhale, find our foundation. And on your next exhale, let's curl the toes, send the hips up. Downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Maybe pedaling out the feet, head is heavy. Maybe already noticing a difference in how we feel. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or walk to the top of our mats. And just hang out here for a second. Head is heavy, shoulders are heavy. Just letting it all go. Becoming loose. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, we fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, root to rise. Actively reach. Exhale, Tadasana. So just take a second here. Finding that connection again. Just feeling how it feels to stand, right? How often do we do that? Just become aware of the earth beneath our feet. Maybe finding a gentle sway from left to right. Literally grounding ourselves in, feeling the ground, feeling that connection, our support, our security. Staying with that and staying with our breath, we inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, sink the hips, chair pose. Keeping the legs in line, keeping that neutral spine, hands at heart center. Just breathing here for a second. On your next exhale, let's rotate from the ribs to the right. Nice, easy twist. Keeping the legs in line. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, rotate from the ribs to the left here. Nice and easy. Inhale back to center. Exhale, folding forward, letting it all go. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, let's plant the palms, step back, take our flow, high plank, push-up position, low plank, chest meets the mat, keeping the arms tight. We uncurl the toes. Inhale, up dog, shine the chest, really get into it here. Exhale, curl the toes, downward facing dog, hips up. Settling in, just breathing, just taking a second. And on your next inhale, right leg goes high, keeping the hips in line. Exhale, let's step the right foot through towards the right hand. Frame the front foot with our hands. Rotate out on the left leg just a little bit, keeping the toes pointed toward the top corner of our mat. And let's come up. Warrior one on the right side. Just rooting in, just breathing. Hands can be overhead or at heart center. It's up to you. Now let's open up the left leg just a little bit. Arms out, warrior two. Same thing, just finding your root here. Staying with that connection. Inhale, flip the palms, slight reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, reaching back with the right hand. Right arm stays active. Inhale, let's come up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. We come down into a lunge, plant the palms. From here, let's keep the left palm planted. Peel open with the right, reaching up high. And exhale, right palm meets the mat. Send the right foot back. We'll take our flow, chaturanga flow, and we'll meet in down dog. Settling in. Inhale, left leg goes high, keeping the hips in line. Exhale, step the left foot through towards the left hand. Frame the front foot with our hands. Rotate out on the right leg just a little bit. Toes are pointed toward the top right corner. And we come up. Warrior one on the left side. Hands can be overhead or at heart center. And we're just going to breathe here, rooting in. And from here, open up the right leg just a little bit. Arms out, warrior two. Staying with that connection. See if you can keep that awareness throughout this entire practice. Our constant connection. Inhale, flip the palm, slight reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Reaching back with the left hand. Left arm stays active. Inhale, come up. Warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to the mat. We come down into a lunge. Let's plant the palms. Keep the right palm planted here. Finding our balance and then peeling open with the left. Reaching up high. Just breathing. And exhale, left palm meets the mat. Send the left foot back. We'll take our flow and we'll meet in down dog. Just coming back into it, settling in. And on your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, we'll meet at the top of our mats. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, we fold. And then inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Actively reach. Try to touch the ceiling. I actually can touch the ceiling. And then exhale, Siddhasana, mountain pose. Taking a second here, recalibrating, reconnecting. That's what it's all about today. It's all about finding that connection. So whenever you're ready, we're going to come into tree pose today. So just coming back to that connection, finding the floor, finding the earth, and then bring the weight into our right leg, into our right foot. Rotate out on the left leg, opening up just a little, and then placing the foot wherever it lands. Don't want to force anything. Maybe a little bit above your knee, a little bit below, maybe on your shin. Finding that balance here. And then let's reach up high. Growing our tree. Just finding balance. Hands can be overhead or at heart center. You can stay here if you'd like. Maybe taking it a little further. Bring the knee in and sending it all the way behind you. Catching the left leg behind you. Coming on the inside of our left foot. And then reaching with our right hand here as we come into dancer. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Just breathing. And coming back down. Bringing the leg in. Bringing the left foot down. Resetting. Be shaking out the right ankle here. And coming back into it. Let's bring the weight into our left foot now, our left leg. Open up the right leg. And then wherever the right foot lands on the inside of your left leg, just place it there. Finding balance, growing our tree. Hands can be overhead or at heart center. And same thing on this side if you'd like. Bring the right knee in. And then send the right leg all the way behind you, catching it with your right foot. Grabbing the inside of your right foot here, reaching with our left hand as we come into dancer. Finding a drishti on the wall, a focal point you can focus on to stay balanced. And coming back in with the right leg, sending the right foot down, resetting. Whew, feels good. Finding balance externally and internally here. Okay, so once we're good with that, let's come into center of our mats here. Maybe feet are about hips width distance apart. Maybe a little bit wider. Inhale, let's reach up high. We're going to come into a squat. Exhale, let's sink the hips all the way down. And if you can't get into this position, hey, that's okay. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can bring the legs in, come onto the tops of your feet, and just breathe here. Wherever you are, just finding that connection. We got this, just a little bit longer. And nice and easy. Bring the palms down, bring the hands down. Just slowly guide yourself back up. Straightening the legs. Ooh, feels good. And then from here, let's heel toe the feet out. A little bit wider than our hips. All right. I'm going to inhale to a flat back. Exhale, folding down. Wide-legged forward fold here. Don't force anything. Maybe reaching on the outside of our ankles, reaching toward our heels. Or maybe just letting it all go, letting the shoulders hang heavy. It's up to you. Just breathing. Let's come back up. Inhale to a flat back. And then let's walk our way to the right side, toward our right foot. Bending the right knee here, coming onto our left heel, straightening the left leg. Finding stability. All right, coming back up, walking ourselves to the left side now, toward our left foot. Bending the left knee, straightening the right leg. Just finding stability. All right, walking ourselves back to center. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, we fold. And then let's heel toe the feet back in line with the hips here, nice and easy. And work our way all the way up. Finding that connection. Finding that grounding again. Coming to the front of our mats. We inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward all the way down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, let's plant the palms. Take our chaturanga flow. And we're going to meet in child's pose. So maybe you take a modified child's pose here. Maybe a regular one. You can keep the hips up. Finding a little bit more shoulder stretch. Wherever you are, just taking a quick rest. Maybe massaging the third eye center on our forehead. Just breathing. Just connecting. Plant the palms. Let's push ourselves up. Come into a tabletop. And then let's work our way Lying flat on our chest. Finding that connection, coming on to whatever ear you'd like, sending the arms long, and just letting it all go here. Into the mat. Really connecting with the mat with our whole body. Letting all that energy go into the earth. Feeling the body rise on an inhale and float down on your exhale. And on your next inhale here, let's come up to a locust, lifting the legs, lifting the upper body. Finding stability. And on your next exhale, release. Come on down to your opposite ear. And let it all go again. Breathing into the mat. Finding that union, that support with the earth. Remember, it's always there. No matter what, it's always supporting us. Let's inhale, come up to locust. And if you'd like, you can reach back to the tops of your feet, towards your ankles. Come into a bow pose, just a slight push out with the legs. Wherever you are, we're just going to breathe. Keeping the neck straight. And exhale, release. Come on to whatever ear you'd like. And just let it all go into the mat. Feels good. Just breathe. From here, let's plant the palms. Push ourselves up into a tabletop. Finding our foundation. From here, we're going to come into lizard pose. Taking it on the right side. So bringing our right leg, our right foot on the outside of our right hand. You can stay here, totally fine. Maybe sending the left leg a little bit further behind us. You can stay here if you'd like, totally fine. Maybe that's enough of a stretch. Or if you'd like, you can peel open the right leg, coming on the outside of our right foot, just opening up. Just breathing. All right, plant the right foot, bring it back down, and then from here, let's straighten the right leg, walking back on our right heel, and then just forward fold over the right knee, keeping that right foot active, stretching out the hamstring. Slowly walk ourselves back to the front of our mat, plant the palms, plant the right foot, Send the right leg behind you. Maybe windshield wiper the heel. Shake out the right leg. Do whatever you have to do. We're going to reset into tabletop. I'm taking it on the left side now. Bringing the left foot on the outside of our left hand. Maybe sending the right leg long, a little bit behind us. You can stay here. Totally fine. And maybe if you'd like, opening up the left leg. Coming on the outside of our left foot. And just breathing. Come back down with the left foot. Same thing on this side. Let's walk ourselves back on our left heel. Straightening the left leg as much as you can. Don't force it. And just forward fold over the left knee. Stretching out the hamstring. Right under here. That's where you're going to want to feel it. Keeping that left foot active. And let's walk ourselves back to the front of our mat. Plant the left foot. Plant the palms. And then send the left leg behind us. Maybe coming onto our toes. Windshield wiper the heel. Shake out the left leg. Whatever we got to do. And let's reset into tabletop. And from here, send the hips back. Sit on the back of our feet, our heels. Coming into a hero pose. Maybe, if you'd like, find a little bit of a foot stretch. You can come onto your toes. It can be a little intense. Wherever we are, we're just going to breathe. Coming back to it, that connection. That sense of stability. Finding that alignment, that inner alignment with ourselves, with Gaia. Staying with that connection. Cross the ankles. Send the butt on back. And work our way into a seated position. Alright, from here we're going to come into butterfly. Heels to touch. Feet to touch. Only go as far in as your legs let you. You could be out here. Be in here. It's up to you. This is your practice. There's nobody else. And just take a second. I'm going to just meditate for a few moments. Shoulders heavy. Spine neutral. Just breathe. Maybe coming into Gaya Mudra. Gyan Mudra. Tomato. Just breathing. Simply becoming the witness to how we feel. Becoming aware of our bodily sensations, our mental sensations. Just watching them go by. Like leaves in a river, just letting them float downstream. They come and go. And notice what remains. Staying with that stillness, we're going to hinge forward, keeping the spine neutral as long as we can. Until your body says, nope, don't go any further. You fold forward towards the earth, letting it all go here, becoming heavy and letting gravity take over. Just breathing. Nice and easy. Let's walk our way back up. Neutral spine. And send the legs long. Maybe sitting back on our palms, windshield wiper the heels, shake out the legs. Whatever you gotta do, that can be a little intense. And whenever you're ready, knees can be generously bent. As we inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, folding forward, reaching toward our ankles, toward our heels here. Just breathing. Break free, come back up, neutral spine. Just feeling that connection again. Always coming back. It's so easy to lose, but it's also so easy to gain. Simply sitting for a second. We're going to lower down on our back, so you might need to adjust yourself on the mat. Whenever you're ready, plant the feet, bend the knees, arms out. And on a count of 5, lowering down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We find ourselves flat on our backs, keeping the knees bent. Coming back, connecting. And from here, keeping the knees and feet in line with the hips. Let's send the hips up, chest up, bridge pose. Maybe interlacing the hands underneath. That feels good for you. Just breathing. And on your next exhale, release, float the hips down. Splay open the legs here as we come into a lying down butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Heels to touch. Just breathe. Coming back to the witness. Coming back to that sense of peace. Let's guide the legs back up. Plant the feet. And then hug the legs into the chest here. Massaging the lower back maybe. Finding a gentle sway left or right. And then once you've worked your way to the right side of your body, let the legs float down to the right side, coming into a twist. We reach with our left hand here, looking past our left fingertips. Just breathing. On your next inhale, come back up to center, hug the legs in, and then send them all the way to the left side of your body, floating the legs down, reaching with our right hand now, looking past our right fingertips. And again, just breathing. Let's come back up the center. Knees are bent. And then once you're settled in, send the legs long, maybe taking a block or your hands underneath your lower back. And just holding here for a few breaths. Keeping the feet active, keeping the legs active. Maybe taking this up the wall. You got some free wall space. Maybe coming into a shoulder stand. Maybe coming into a plow. It's up to you. But wherever we are, we're just going to breathe. And let's release the block or our hands. Maybe bending the knees a little bit. Let's take our 2-piece fingers, interlace them with the big toe. Or maybe, your ankle or your shins, wherever you can reach. And then from here, same thing. Extend the legs as much as you can. Keeping that bind. Just breathing. And now opening up, bending the knees, keeping the bind, and a happy baby. Just pulling the feet in, pulling the legs in slightly. Bring the legs back up. Release the bind. Bend the knees. Bring them back down. Bring the legs back down, the feet. Taking whatever motion you'd like here. Before we come into the last posture of our practice, maybe shake out the legs, shake out the ankles, open up, maybe come back into a happy baby, whatever's calling for you. Whenever you're ready, take your time. We're going to send one leg long, followed by the other. Just finding ourselves flat on our backs and finding once more that constant connection that we have to the earth at all parts of our body here, in our feet, our legs, and our hips, our back, our shoulders, the back of our neck. Just becoming aware of that support, constantly supported. Becoming aware of how you feel now. Maybe a little bit more grounded, a little bit more at peace than before the practice. Maybe not. That's okay too. Whatever it is, we're just becoming aware. Simply noticing, simply breathing. Releasing all tension in our feet, in our legs, letting the legs splay out, the feet splay out, in our hips, chest, our shoulders, especially our shoulders. Just let them float down to the mat. Releasing the fingertips. Maybe lengthening the neck just a little bit here. Unclench the jaw. Uncurl the forehead. And working our way to the crown of our head. Find a state of complete peace, complete stillness. come back to our breath and that sense of connection one last time and enter Shavasana. Thank you all for joining me today. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Namaste, and wish you all the best. Peace and love.